15 rooms, 7 employees, a hotel, gift shop, and 1 Shannon, keeping it all together. In a city of 10,000 hotel rooms, Shannon Maldonado has to fight for every guest, every booking, every dollar. She didn't start with a hotel, she started with a shop. Small, independent, built from scratch. Just a boutique named after Australia's Sasquatch, YOWIE.
It's pronounced Yowie, mate.
Ah, sorry, but mispronunciation is the least of her worries, because in a world of big brands, staying small is defiance, and somehow she's making it work. Let's see how she gets it done.
I'm Shannon Maldonado. I'm the founder and creative director of YOWIE. We are a boutique hotel, gift shop, and cafe located in Philadelphia.
Walk us through a typical morning.
Unfortunately, the first thing I do is look at Twitter. My guilty pleasure is checking Bald and Dowd on Twitter.
How'd you end up doing what you're doing now?
My former life was working in fashion design, but I started to hit a wall a little less than 10 years in. I left a very comfortable corporate job to sell mugs and the work of artists, but it was so scary. I was so broke, I had no money. It was a really fun time. It was a very, very sweet time.
What's your commute like?
Something about me, I don't have a driver's license and I take the bus to work every single day. It's actually the bus I took to high school and middle school as well. So it's kind of like a funny full circle moment that now I'm back on the same bus line, 30 years later. I live in East Kensington, Philadelphia, which is about 15 minutes from where I work, and I live with Dave, my husband.
Anything else we should know about Dave?
Dave is very shy and he's very nervous about being on camera today.
Shannon is staring at me and she's wonderful.
What's her workday schedule like?
She works very long hours. We take breaks for dinner, but then after that, I'm going to bed and she's working on things.
Long nights, early mornings. And before the store hums to life, Shannon sneaks in for a moment of calm.
So the gift shop is connected to the cafe, so usually in the morning I'll sneak over and grab my drink before anyone else gets in.
Then it's on to dropping handwritten notes into each guest room with the help of her team. Most people don't gamble their life savings on a shop, but Shannon didn't have the luxury of someone else's checkbook. So then, what was your money script?
Opening the shop was pulling from my entire savings and stocks that I'd vested from working at a company for almost a decade. Other spaces had support from, a husband or a family member, and that's just something I've never had. Don't regret it, but as a very risk-averse person at the time, it was a really big deal to do that.
Risking your savings? Stressful, but what about dealing with that stress?
I am someone who, I cry a lot, and it's something I'm not ashamed of because I cry when I'm excited about something. And I cry when I'm frustrated or I'm upset. For me, it's just a good release. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. Obviously, it's something that, we tell people not to do, but I always feel good after a good cry.
Have you ever gotten bad advice? Was it from a man?
I have definitely gotten bad advice from a man. The most recent I thought of was selling my things on Amazon, and they're also telling me always to expand quicker, and that's just something I don't want to do. My biggest inspiration is Sarah Endelman of Colette. She only had one store.
Who else helps you get it done?
I can't imagine trying to get any of this done without now the people that are around me every single day. For the first time in our history, I have a full team. Whenever I meet someone, I'm always very quick to say hey, there's just 7 of us, running this hotel. It's really small and really personal. Of course, there's Everett and Val, who are my co-partners on this and help me with all the behind the scenes stuff.
I think it's been about relationships for her. We kind of see this as the neighborhood guest room and in many ways serves as a community gathering space.
A business fills a space. A community makes it last. For Shannon, trusting herself came first. Then came the people who believed in her vision.
Not everyone is going to get your idea, but the people that get it will be people that are in your life forever.
Shannon and YOWIE's impact on the art community in Philadelphia is kind of being a bridge between artists. I think she brings people together.
Being a creative and being a woman and being a Black woman especially, seeing someone who I can look to as a mentor is very inspiring.
And I've just learned to find your community, find your kind of group or your tribe, and just go after them and almost only speak to them and just focus on them. And that's been a big thing that's been helpful to me.